This is Nightline.
Tonight, Jaws turns 50.
Hey, Jaws!
Jaws! The Chomp Scare classic.
Everybody please get out of the water.
That terrified America and launched the summer blockbuster.
You literally see popcorn and soda go up in the air.
A 27-year-old Steven Spielberg's make or break project.
It was a very, very hard thing to go out on the real ocean, be knocked around by the waves, by the currents.
Celebrating with a big fan fest.
Jaws is my favorite movie of all time, so much so that I actually named my daughter Amity after Amity Island.
Plus, born to be viral.
I'm Alexis, and that's Ava, by the way.
Meet the kidfluencers racking up millions of followers before middle school.
I always say, like, wow, I'm not even old. And I'm like, already famous.
Making big bucks on social media.
There are some days where we could pay for an entire college career in one day.
But is there a downside to growing up internet famous?
People who have genuine concern will say, are you exploiting your kids?
And Justin Bieber's back. Dropping Swag, his first new album in 4 years, creating a stir.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, we're taking you to Martha's Vineyard, where legions of fans are gathering to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Jaws, an undisputed cinematic classic, which still strikes fear in movie lovers' hearts. Whether it's shark suits or a jump off a bridge, fanatics aren't lacking in imagination to honor the OG summer blockbuster. My Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts got a first-hand glimpse.
It's been 50 years since the cult classic Jaws swam its way into theaters. And fanatics from all over the world still want a bite.
We're here for the Jaws 50th. Been a big fan forever. Always been on my bucket list.
I saw Jaws as a kid in France, which was known as the teeth of the sea, and it changed my life.
Hundreds of superfans traveling here to Martha's Vineyard, the stand-in for the fictional Amity Island where Jaws is set, to celebrate the big anniversary.
Jaws is my favorite movie of all time, so much so that I actually named my daughter Amity after Amity Island.
I can honestly say I laughed and I cried. The tension and the anticipation of what was coming, it just gives a lot.
It's been amazing. Everywhere you go, there are people dressed up in their Jaws outfits. We've got Orca boat in the harbor. We've got a replica of Brody's truck that's been driving around.
The summer of 1975 was the season of the shark. Directed by then relatively unknown Steven Spielberg, Jaws became a monster phenomenon.
You gonna sleep well tonight?
No.
Sinking its teeth into the box office, making more than $260 million in the initial run here in the U.S., about $1.5 billion in today's currency.
Before Jaws, the assumption was people didn't want to go to the movies in the summer. They wanted to be outside playing baseball, having picnics, swimming. Jaws paved the way for really every big summer blockbuster that followed afterwards.
It was arguably Spielberg's sink or swim moment. Had the movie tanked, his career could have gone along with it. Instead, it emerged from the deep to quickly become a global sensation, with those unforgettable two notes and terrifying scenes, striking fear into the hearts of beachgoers.
Scared to go in the water. We were just envisioning a shark right out there, just like we'd seen.
When Ben Gardner's head was popping out of the boat, you literally see popcorn and soda go up in the air. It was so exciting. I just loved it.
I think we all have the favorite line of, you're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
The story of Jaws for me is the story of people. It's about our greatest fear, which is the fear of the unknown, and it's about surviving a force that could be bigger than us.
That force was a 25-foot-long shark that terrorizes a small beach resort town, until three unlikely people team up to take it down. Laurent Bouzereau directing the documentary Jaws at 50 for National Geographic. The inside story of how the movie was made, with an exclusive interview with Spielberg.
There was nothing fun about making Jaws. It was a very, very hard thing to go out on the real ocean, be knocked around by the waves, by the currents.
The Oscar-winning film spawning 3 sequels and an entirely new genre of sharksploitation movies, like Deep Blue Sea, and even campy horror comedies like Sharknado. 50 years later, we're in Martha's Vineyard, the island off of Massachusetts' Cape Cod, where the legend came to life.
Hey, John!
All right, off we go.
The Tony Resort Island leaning into its Jawsome history. And what better way to celebrate Jaws than to see exactly where it was filmed? Like here at Chief Brody's home, which has had quite the facelift since filming. Or at this lighthouse. Or at the famous Jaws Bridge, where it's now become a local tradition to jump off of it.
So we're here to celebrate 50 years since Jaws. What does that say to you?
That I've been dead for 50 years?
Okay. Jeff Voorhees helps run the ultimate Jawsome tour.
Just let me go out a little longer.
Just 10 more minutes.
Then a newly minted Islander, Jeff was 12 when he starred as Alex Kintner, the legendary shark's youngest victim.
It's nice that Martha's Vineyard and the people of Martha's Vineyard were as much a part of the movie as the shark or any of the movie stars.
That's why watching it, it's always funny. It's like, oh, there's my brother, there's my friend.
This is our little family corner, and that's myself as a kid.
Todd Rebello, also an extra in the movie, along with his older brother Chris, who played one of Chief Brody's sons. And narrowly avoided being eaten. Today he owns and manages South Beach Apparel here on the island that features Jaws memorabilia, clothing, even Jaws-inspired candies.
It was the best summer we ever had in our lives. They used a lot of local people, and one of the reasons is we talk funny. It's hard to teach people to talk, wicked smart.
Jaws was a big deal. They hired a ton of locals as extras, as carpenters, as painters, as boat handlers. Being able to get in touch with a Hollywood movie on a personal level was a major milestone event in a lot of people's lives.
Jaws is so embedded now in Martha's Vineyard culture that its museum has submerged itself in all things Jaws to give the classic film a proper celebration.
Our goal was to celebrate the movie and the people of this island so that all of the wonderful, amazing visitors that are coming through this summer are getting a sense of the fact that really it's a movie about and of the people of Martha's Vineyard.
With a replica of the vandalized Welcome to Amity billboard, Spielberg's director's slate, original props from the movie, and even a replica of Bruce, the killer shark's head.
I'm standing in a 1-to-1 replica of the inside cabin from the boat Orca from the movie Jaws.
One fanatic from Michigan ventured into the deep, spending months building this reproduction of shark hunter Quint's boat, complete with what he says are movie-accurate props.
I actually did not build this for the 50th. It was just, I built it for my home office. Or I'll come in here to play with my daughter and we'll color and do stuff on the table.
But the impact of Jaws floats far beyond pop culture.
The legacy of Jaws is that people know how fascinating sharks are.
Why are sharks important to the ocean?
You need great white sharks in the ocean to keep the balance of life.
Wendy Benchley is a marine and environmental conservation advocate and the widow of Jaws author Peter Benchley, who also co-wrote the screenplay.
For many people, Jaws is a movie about a shark. For others, it's a movie about the human condition.
Yeah.
What's it for you? What was it for Peter?
He wanted to show how different people react to a menace that they can't control. Some people took this novel and this fictional movie to be a license to kill sharks.
Even today, fear still lingers among some beachgoers over shark bites, though experts say you're more likely to get struck by lightning. But Wendy, a passionate defender of sharks, says the tides are turning.
The book and the movie definitely got shark conservation and science going. And there's that great clip of people on Nantucket Beach last summer.
What?
A great white was stranded.
The whole great white shark.
And two young adults went right up to that great big shark.
Give him a push, yeah?
And rolled him back into the waves.
While it's best to let professionals handle beached wildlife, the urge to help these creatures shows a change in attitude toward them.
We have to remember that the ocean is the lungs of the earth, and we need to keep it healthy.
It's clear that the impact of this iconic film will continue to ripple through time. And for some fans, it bears a lesson that's worth repeating.
I've often described Jaws as the story of three guys learning how to not kill each other long enough to stick together and kill the shark. They have to learn how to put aside their differences in order to achieve the goal.
That's a lesson for the world right now.
I think that's a lesson that never stops being relevant.
Our thanks to Byron. You can watch National Geographic's Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story, streaming now on Hulu and Disney+. Up next, the so-called kidfluencers who grow up in the spotlight of social media. Are there drawbacks to having your every move end up online? Welcome back. You know, kidfluencers are hard to miss on social media these days, amassing millions of followers and hefty bank accounts. But when so much of what a kid does is posted to chase internet fame, what's left for them?
Viral stardom. For many, it's the modern American dream.
We're so grateful that we're able to make the amount some people would make in an entire year just in a 5-minute video.
These influencers boast millions of followers and rake in big bucks, but they're just kids.
I always say like, wow, not even old. And I'm like, already famous.
Hi, guys. I'm Alexis, and that's Ava, by the way.
For 12-year-old twins Ava and Alexis McClure, kidfluencing is a family business.
3 million subscribers!
Okay. Run by their parents, Ami and Justin, out of their home in Atlanta, Georgia. It all started by accident at age 3 with this viral video.
Ava was born 1 minute older than Alexis. 1 minute. You want to be older?
From toddlers to preteens, they've now been social media stars for 8 years, racking up 10 million followers and subscribers across their platforms.
We realized that our daughters are very personable. They were not shy from the camera. They're funny. They just had a light about them.
From brand deals to ad money based on views, influencing is estimated to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. The McClure family helping pull back the curtain on the world of kidfluencing in a new docuseries from ABC News Studios, Born to be Viral, the real lives of kidfluencers. Director Inez Novacic followed 3 families over 5 years as they grew up in the social media spotlight.
I'm having a good time.
Having a good time. Get this video 50,000 likes.
The series also features the self-described OG Mormon family vloggers, known to their followers as Fish Fam.
There are some days where we could pay for an entire college career in one day.
Do you think you have a fun childhood?
What's a childhood?
Sharing intimate family milestones with their more than 4.7 million subscribers on YouTube.
If you guys want to watch Madison have a baby, it's there.
Okay. Wow, here's head.
Welcome to the world, Cohen.
But as the line blurs between public and private lives, the docuseries examines the profits and the pitfalls of growing up internet famous, where critics say childhood is being monetized.
Our kids are happy. Leave us alone. We'll leave you alone, and I'll meet you at the evolution bell curve.
People who have genuine concern will say, are you exploiting your kids? Are you profiting from them in a way that is pushing an ethical boundary?
I can truly understand those concerns. The only thing I have to say to that is They're a part of our family business. We all participate. Is it something that they are, quote unquote, working? I guess you could technically say that. Are they working 6 hours a day? Or are they? Absolutely not. We shoot 2.5 hours a week. Is there something wrong with starting a business, even as a child? I mean, I watched on Shark Tank the other day, little girl with a lemonade business. Now she's in Whole Foods. She's 11 years old.
Ami says she never set out to turn her twins into kidfluencers. A proud immigrant from Nigeria, she and her husband both had corporate jobs. But when that video she posted in 2016 went viral, it would change the trajectory of their lives.
Do you have the same face?
Yes.
That means you're identical twins.
Yes.
We were working, we were happy, you know, but you take your kids, you drop them off at daycare. You pick them up at 6 p.m. and, you know, that's the grind, right? That's what most people do.
Soon after, they were on Good Morning America, and it was off to the races.
Have you all seen the McClure girls? They are adorable. They're 3 years old. They're taking the internet by storm.
We do try to be a positive influence. We're not putting out things that we consider garbage or things that we consider a bad influence for other people's children.
Do I look like Spider-Man?
Yes.
Ami describes their content as family-friendly. But the McClures are candid about how they fell into the dark pull of algorithms, trying to ride the wave of social media trends.
The game is very, very algorithm-based, and the algorithm favors shocking content. It favors people who are doing outrageous pranks.
I think the pressure can be immense, you know. Do you want to make a video that makes $10,000 or $30?
In the docuseries, Justin and Ami pull a prank on their unsuspecting kids. Hashtag dad disrespecting mom. So dad pretends to have an affair.
I have another girlfriend. I think I might go live with her. I have another girlfriend who looks better than your mom. She's smarter than your mom.
Their daughters visibly upset. The McClures decided not to post that video and vowed to steer clear of chasing edgy trends.
I was just like, we owe them an apology. This can never happen again. We can't let algorithm dictate who we want to be online because we've never done that before. Let's not do that again.
What are the other pitfalls, do you think, of working with your family, of being, being social media famous?
Twofold on that. Working with your family. We're together all the time. All the time.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yes, yes. I mean, can't complain. Amazing. We don't miss a moment. There's no calling out of work. There's no I got to do. We're there.
I've been working on this light for almost 2 years.
The McClures have now expanded their business. Ami launched a skincare brand.
My skincare company line.
And Justin went into business with Shark Tank's Damon John. Their daughters wrote a children's book.
I think everyone has a vision of what their child's life is going to look like.
Yeah.
Do you want your kids to grow up to be influencers?
No, I don't. And I've told them this. I don't want you to continue this for a long time. I want you to figure out what this can get you. What can you build from this? I honestly, if they're 18 and still doing this, I don't think I would be very happy.
Born to be Viral, The Real Lives of Kidfluencers is streaming on Hulu and Disney+. When we come back, Justin Bieber drops a surprise album, thrilling his fans.
Ooh, Justin! Yep, bye.
And finally tonight, Bieber is back. Justin Bieber releasing Swag, his 7th album, overnight, posting 21 tracks online, including Daisies and Devotion.
Ooh, Justin!
Fans thrilled.
I can play it all day, I think.
It's been 4 years since the pop star and new dad, whose personal life keeps making headlines, has released new tracks. And that's Nightline. See you right back here Monday. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America. Have a great weekend.